Hi, beautiful friends. It's David Ault. I want to welcome you to the gathering. Thank you, as always, for taking a little bit of your time to be here with me. And in this month of December, as we get closer and closer to the end of the year, I find that it's very tempting for all of us to spend time not only in reflection of the entire year, but to then be kind of caught up in all of the list making that so many people around us are suggesting that we do. That list making has to do with all the things we're going to do differently, all of the ways in which we're going to make these new rules or vow to behave differently. And again, nothing wrong with that. I find that it does get a little bit of in the compartment of overwhelm because, like everything else that requires being human, we're already managing a lot. We're already ciphering through all of the things that the brain, the conceptual mind tells us that we're supposed to be doing. We're already being pulled and groomed in order to manage our particular opinions, depending upon what environments that we saturate ourselves in. And it gets very, very overwhelming. And as I thought about the standard list making and the internal reflection that we all do, I found myself even wanting to go, okay, I'm going to compile a list of suggestions or, guidelines. And I thought, who am I to do that and add on to the density of tasks that are overlaid on us day to day? And I thought, really, what I would like to do is just synthesize this and find one thing. I don't know about you, but when I really give myself permission to simplify and get down to the granular, get down to the genesis of the thing, the cause, if you will, and just really focus on allowing myself to see it differently or to heal it or to love it. All the other stuff that we busy ourselves in kind of seems to drift away. As I was thinking about this today and to be able to talk to you, what came to me is that grievances. So I see a lot of times what we're really doing, if we were really honest, is we're managing grievances. Grievances not only with the outside world, but grievances with ourselves, grievances with our past, grievances with our choice, and grievances promote grief. The root word is right there, right? Grievances, just in general, the accumulation of, the holding, the devotion to grievances, as if they are stakes in the ground whereby we claim this is who we are. And so grievances promote grief, perpetual, ongoing grief. And my friend, that really is not an optimum way to live. And so if we were going to get granular, if we were going to really synthesize this list making routine that we all do, what if we really just allow these grievances to dissolve? If there's going to be a list, if we have a list of grievances, perhaps then that's the list, not the list of all the things we're going to do differently, but the list of things that we have allowed ourselves to hold an overlapping energy of grief that kind of robs us. It weighs us from experiencing the joy or experiencing what it really means to have a little bit of an insight into the true essence of what love is, the transformative power of that, the transformative power of forgiveness, of freedom, which, come on, isn't that really, really the North Star and the reason that you and I are here? So I don't have any new clever list or guidances for you, to put out these list of guidances, other than to say, let's turn back to our grievances and figure out a way to love them. There's a very inspiring teacher that I feel so I feel so healed whenever I read anything of his, or whenever I have a rare, beautiful opportunity to speak to him. He has this, I'm going to say he has a commitment to help all of us return to that place of true essence. And he posted something the other day. His name is Evan, and Evan is a gift. And he posted this. He said, "Love is felt on the way out, not on the way in." Just that first little phrase really caught me. Love is felt on the way out, not on the way in. When we think about the conditionality of how our human system is set up, it's like tit for tat, right? I will love you, or my love will come out to the degree that your love comes in. And basically, without overthinking it, that's really how we're operating in life. Like, I'm not going to let this in until I can be assured that there's some kind of payoff, some kind of love, or some kind of mutual admiration that has a chance to foster, and then I will participate. It's kind of not how grievances get dissolved. Anything that appears to be opposite, anything that is labeled as the other, let's call it a grievance. Let's call it a very chosen ideology, a very chosen devotion to separation. And so love is felt on the way out, not on the way in, reminds me that my responsibility to be that which I truly am, the loving awareness, the pure essence that I am, requires me to, I won't call it the heavy lifting. It requires me to see the beautiful responsibility in front of me, to take that which I perceive as other, to take that which I perceive as a grievance. And as it comes in, it's kind of like the Buddhist practice of Tonglen. I let it begin to be transfigured or healed. And I love it. And I love it as I feel that love go out of me. And so Evan said, love is felt on the way out, not on the way in. And I find that to be true for the human experience. He goes on to write, so love and be love. There is no need to tell anyone or anything no need to do, anything to express it. Feel it within you so thoroughly. Feel it within you so thoroughly that it radiates out on its own. Lose yourself in it. Know nothing but it. Be nothing but it. Let it live your life without your help. Let it live your life without your help, meaning be cautious of or be aware of the way in which we want to add some human manufacturing to it. And I thought, there's no need for lists if you have this. There's no need to make these big vows or big grandiose promises or expectations and to add that weight to us, other than to go, maybe this is time. Maybe even by hearing this, something is wanting me to pay attention to the volume of my grievances, to the meticulous systems that I have rationalized within my consciousness that prompts me to draft these guidelines of how I'm going to manage the other, manage the separation, manage the fear, manage the grievances. And instead of managing them, maybe now's the time. Maybe we are ready. The collective we. Those of us who are tired of that weight, tired of more and more ongoing grieving, to begin to take some ownership of our role in being that which helps transform all of that othering into love. I do find that when we sort of come to that crossroads, that which is the other amplifies itself in its noise. Do you know what I mean? There's a quote in the Course in Miracles. I often say it's my favorite quote. And it says, love brings up everything unlike itself. It's so powerful when I think about those words. It's when you and I get to the crossroads where we go, okay, I'm going to love and be responsible for the love as it goes on its way out. Then everything unlike love, or everything that appears to be separate from us, that feels threatening, is just going to get louder. And I wonder why that is. I wonder why that which, some people would call it the ego, seems to scream louder or grip harder when it feels as though it's about to be dissolved. I don't know. But it seems to be kind of par for the course or standard in the human experience that everything that we are ready to allow ourselves to be free of wants one final push of our old allegiance, or to kind of coax us into a sort of familiarity. But your grievances are justified, right? And so if we can kind of smile at that and just see it and still allow ourselves to begin to loosen the grip, to dissolve the loyalty to the grievance. Love is felt on the way out. To take all the things that we have harbored our heart against and rationalized our way in maintaining. What if we just all let it go? What if we all just let it go? Love is felt on the way out, not on the way in. So love and be love. There is no need to tell anyone or anything, no need to do anything to express it. Feel it within so thoroughly that it radiates out on its own. Lose yourself in it. Know nothing but it. Be nothing but it. Let it live your life without your help. Perhaps if you see those words in the text of this video, that you can sit with that as I have been sitting with that. And perhaps that will become your North Star, your focus for the next year, the next iteration, the next level of participation in this thing called being human. I do find that when I lean more to this than I do to all the manufactured things of what I should be doing, that I seem to meet others who are doing the same thing. That feels good to me. Maybe those are the types of people also that are waiting in the wings to come and assist and handhold and love you and remind you how all things truly are possible. Even when the noise gets so loud and screams otherwise, maybe all along, all things have been, will be, and continue to be possible.